Hello students, this is Avinash from Sankalp classes. So in today's class, we'll discuss about this mean. Okay, and I was getting some comments regarding the background noise, so I've just switched off my fan for today's video so that the background noise is minimized and students are able to understand the concept of mean clearly. I think the video quality is good enough. Okay, I'll start with the basic definition of mean. That is, it is very much like average, in which you have to add all the observations and you have to divide that observation by the number of observations. So I'll just give an example for that. For example, if Virat scores 52, 56 and 58 in his 3 innings, okay, and if someone is looking for the mean score of Virat, so what we have to do? We have to just add these 3 observations and divide it by number of observations. So this becomes 52 plus 56 plus 58 by 3. I know you can do the calculation, so I will not waste time on this calculation. It is just a basic concept regarding mean. You have to add all the observations and at the same time you have to divide it by number of observations. Okay. Now, if the number of observations like 5 is happening 14 number of times, so it's very difficult to. It will take much time to write 5 plus 5 plus 5 14 times. So this frequency table is prepared. Why? Because see, 25, it's like Rohit is having this 25, Rohit is scoring 25 in 20 number of matches. So it's very difficult to write 25, 20 number of times. So it's I've just prepared a table in that frequency is given. This means this observation is happening this number of times. So if a frequency table is given, in that situation, how to calculate mean? See, I've just prepared, I've written the variables over here, right? And this is the frequency. So you have to prepare one more table, right? That is fx. What is fx? F into x. That means frequency is multiplied by variable. So this becomes 14 into 5 will give you 70. In the same way, 16 into 15 is how much? 16 into 10 is 160 and 16 into 5 is 80. So you have to add 160 and 80. You will get something as 240. What is 20 into 25? This is 500. What is 35 into 30? So 35 into 3 is basically 105 and you have to add 0. So it becomes 44.5 into 2 will give you how much? 44.5 into 2 is, I think, 89, right? And 89, you have to add 0. So now you have to add this 70, 240, 500, 1050 and 890. Just to minimize time, I'll just write the sum as, 2750, right? It will take some time, you can add this, becomes 2750. Now what is sum of frequency? 16 and 14 is 30 and 20, 50 and 30, 80 and 20, 100. Now this is the basic method to calculate mean. So mean becomes, this is a Greek letter sigma which shows the summation sign. Summation sign is just to add this table. So this is a Greek letter sigma. Which means to add all this, observation. So summation of fx by summation of f. This is the basic method to calculate mean, and then we'll move on to this important one, step deviation method. So 2750 by 100. So it becomes 27.5. Now why they have invented this step deviation method? We can solve the question by the basic method only. You can apply basic method in all the questions. So why to use this step deviation method? See, sometimes it happens. See, the value of variables 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, 110 it is given over here, but see the frequency. The values are too large, 240, 273, 124. So in this situation, they have developed a step deviation method just to minimize the calculation. So we'll just move on to this method. I'll just erase this part. Okay, I'll just erase this part. Right? So in this situation, first you have to assume a mean. From this value 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, 100, you have to assume a value which is like somewhere in between these values. So I have taken a value which is known as assumed mean. Okay, so this is assumed mean. A is 70. 70 is my assumed mean. Now D, this small d stands for deviation, right? So basically you have to calculate what? D, which is equal to x minus a. What is this x? X is basically this variable, right? So you have to calculate this D, and you already know A is assumed mean. So you have to prepare this table first. So quickly we will prepare this table. D is x minus a, right? So first value is x is 10 and A is 70. So 10 minus 70 will give you minus 60. Next is 30 minus 70, that is minus 40, right? In the same way, 50 minus 70, minus 20. 70 minus 70 is 0. 90 minus 70 will give you 20, and 110 minus 70 is 40. So this table is complete. Now you have to look for this t. What is this t? This t is basically the value of this d, right, which is x minus a, which is divided by this I. Now the question is, what is this I? What does this I stand for, right? So this I is basically, just listen to me, this I is the maximum number by which you can divide all these numbers. I'll explain once more. This I is the number which is of maximum value that can divide all this number, right? So now one thing comes into mind, what to take the value for this I. So if someone takes 10, 10 is divided by 60, you will get minus 60, you will get minus 6. If you divide minus 40 by 10, you will get minus 4, minus 2, 0, 2 and 4. But 10 is not the maximum value. We'll move on to 20. See, I think 20 is the maximum value. If minus 60 is divided by 20, you will get minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. Now you can't take more than 20. If you take 21 or 25 or 30, you cannot divide all the numbers. So what is the value of I? The value of I is 20. So you have to just calculate t, which is equal to x minus a by I or d by I. So we have taken I as 20. So minus 60 by 20 will give you what? Minus 3, right? Minus 40 by 20, minus 20 by 20, 0, 1, 2. So we have just prepared the table for t. Now we will prepare the table for ft. F is basically this frequency and t is this part. So quickly we will do this ft table, we will complete this table. 135 into minus 3, so it will give you how much? Minus 405. Just to save some time, I will write it. 187 into minus 2, this will give you minus 374. Right? 240 into minus 1 is minus 240. 273 into 0, 0. 144 into 1 will give you 124 and 151 into 2 will give you 302, right? So now we have completed this table. In step deviation method, you have to add these values to get sigma ft. So you know how to add the value when positive integers are there and negative ones are there. Just add all the positive ones, take the negative sign common, add all the negative ones. Since you already see this negative values are much larger than this positive ones. So you get summation of ft in terms of a negative value. So that is minus of 593. Just do the calculation. Okay. Now this summation of f, this you have to calculate. You will get something as 1110. 1110. Now, how to calculate mean by step deviation method? So here we are using summation of fx by summation f. Here this slight change in the formula, mean becomes a plus sigma ft, this table, by sigma f, right? That is basically this table. And since we have a factor I which we have considered, so you have to multiply this thing by I. So this becomes, assumed mean is how much? 70. What is the summation of ft? That is basically 593 with a negative sign. What is summation of f? 1110 into I, the value of I is 20, I think we have taken. So when you will calculate this, you will get something as, just do the calculation for this part, and then this plus and minus will give you minus by the rule of algebra. Plus minus becomes minus, okay? Calculate this bracket first according to BODMAS rule, and then you will get the value as 59.32. Just do the calculation. I think this calculation part is a little bit easy. So I think this topic of mean students have clearly understood. I hope so. This is the basic method and this is the step deviation method. So I think you all understood these two methods, and if you like this video, please click on the like button and do subscribe my channel. I already told you in the last video I am new to this YouTube platform, so do support my videos, share with your friends, and have a nice day.